Dear child, I see everything. I hear what you do not hear. I know what you try to understand but cannot yet explain. I speak now because your spirit is reaching a boiling point, and your heart has been under spiritual attack silently, consistently, and very strategically. This message is not a coincidence. It is not just another passing word. I need your full attention now. You were drawn to this because your spirit cried out in the invisible, and I responded. You have been feeling confused, haven't you? You've been pulled between hope and suspicion, love and fear, clarity and doubt. And the reason is this: there is someone you've let closer than they deserve. Someone who is smiling with their mouth, but hiding knives behind their back. I, the Lord your God, have watched long enough. Now I will reveal it to you. This person is fooling you emotionally. They are playing on your heart, pretending to care, acting invested, saying the right words. But their true intention is to manipulate, distract, and use you for their own benefit. The truth is far more dangerous than what you've guessed. Their motives are not just selfish, they are destructive. And if you do not heed this message, the damage will deepen. You see their faces, you hear their voice, but you still don't fully see their shadow. They speak kindness to you, but when you're not looking, they speak mockery. They talk of loyalty, but they entertain betrayal. They pretend to cry with you, but they laugh with others about your pain. Their heart is not broken for you, it is calculating. Their plans are not about your growth. They are about control. Every time you start to feel peace, they say or do something that stirs you emotionally. That is not love. That is manipulation. That is witchcraft through emotion. Type Amen to receive your clarity and spiritual protection now. Type Amen 111 if you feel the stirring of this spirit, confirming this to you. They act like they protect you, but they actually isolate you. They want you confused so they appear as your only safe place. That is how abusers gain ground. They use emotional camouflage. They compliment you when they need to stay close. They criticize you when you begin to see. They guilt you when you create space, and all the while, they convince you that it is love, that it is care, that it is fate. But I, the Lord your God, say this is not love. It is deception wrapped in comfort. This person you've been trusting, I've watched them. I've watched the text messages they sent behind your back. I've listened to the late-night phone calls where they told someone else, "Don't worry, I've got them wrapped." I've seen how they speak sweetly to your face only to joke about your softness when you're not around. They are not who you think they are. You are trusting a mask, and it is time for the mask to fall. Do not be afraid. I did not bring you here to leave you afraid. I brought you here to open your eyes before more damage is done. They are emotionally misleading you, but now I will reveal their actual intention. Their goal is to drain you spiritually so you cannot hear me. Their goal is to block your elevation. They know the favor over your life. They see the light, even if they pretend they don't, and they know that if they can entangle your heart long enough, they can stall your destiny. But what they didn't know is this: I am still God. I still interrupt plans. I still break chains. I still warn the ones I love. I still speak in urgent moments. You feel something in your stomach every time they're around. That heaviness is not anxiety. It's me trying to warn you through your discernment. You feel tired after conversations with them. That's not normal. That's spiritual draining. They are not feeding your soul. They are pulling energy, distracting your prayers, and weakening your focus. Some of your delays are directly tied to them. You wondered why your joy went silent. why your progress slowed, why your mind felt fogged. It is because they've been sent into your life as a trap wrapped in charm. Type Amen 333 if you feel your discernment awakening now. Type Amen 777 if you know God is exposing a name to you now. They are planning something behind your back. They have a secret they've never confessed. If you knew what they said about you 3 nights ago, you would fall to your knees in grief. But I have spared you until now, not because I wanted to hide it, but because I was preparing your spirit for the truth. And now you are strong enough. Now you are aware. Now you are ready to break free. You may love them. You may care for them, but your care is being twisted. They do not love you in return, not with pure love, not with the love that builds and covers and honors. They love what you give. They love your loyalty. They love your presence. But they do not cherish your soul. I am jealous for your soul, and I will not allow your spirit to be drained by someone I never sent. This person was allowed for a season to teach you, to sharpen your discernment. But their season is over, and if you continue to hold on out of guilt or confusion or false hope, the spiritual consequences will be heavier. Not because I will punish you, but because you'll keep placing your peace in the hands of someone who has no intention of guarding it. They've made a deal with someone else. There is another person they confide in. There is another plan they are entertaining. You think you're walking toward partnership, but they are walking toward strategy. You're thinking future, they're thinking benefit. And if you give more of your heart, it will only be harder to retrieve it when the exposure hits. Type Amen 444 to receive angelic intervention over this connection. Type Amen 999 if you feel God is shifting something right now. Archangel Michael is standing near your house right now. Yes, even as you read this. He has been sent by me to war for your freedom, to cut the spiritual cord that this person has tried to tie between you and them. The emotional leash ends now. The manipulation ends now. The illusion ends now. The lies end now. This is your release, your deliverance, your awakening. You're not imagining things. That sick feeling in your chest isn't paranoia. That hesitation you feel when you text them. It's not insecurity, it's protection. I have been whispering, and now I am shouting. Listen to me. I am your God. I see what is hidden in the dark. This person has cursed you in secret. They sat with someone and said things that defiled your character. They are jealous of your glow, but they pretend to admire you. They resent your blessings, but they act like your biggest fan. That is dangerous. That is demonic. That is deception. They're planning to turn on you soon. In the next few weeks, they will try to twist a story. They will say things that paint you as unstable. They are gathering evidence. They are waiting for the perfect time. But I say this, it will not work. I will expose it before it begins. I will shatter their plan in midair. But you must obey me now. You must sever the tie. You must distance yourself emotionally, spiritually, physically. If you stay, their plan will continue. But if you walk now, I will bring peace. I will bring healing. I will send someone who sees you truly. Someone whose love is not a strategy. But I cannot send them while this deceiver still holds your heart. Type Amen 222 if you choose peace over manipulation. Type Amen 0 if you feel heaven's confirmation. I know this is hard. I know you're tired. But your freedom is worth more than temporary companionship. I did not create you to be emotionally drained. I did not anoint you to be manipulated. You were not born to be someone's emotional experiment. You are my child. You carry my favor. And I will not let you fall if you walk with me now. Prepare yourself. Tonight, I will show you a sign. Something will happen to confirm this message. A call, a phrase, a strange behavior. Don't ignore it. That is your final warning. This is the confirmation you've been seeking. Once it happens, be bold. Detach, withdraw, and let me be your voice. They will try to guilt you. They'll say you're too sensitive or you're overthinking, but you are not. You are finally seeing what I've been trying to show you. Don't fall for their tears. Their remorse is a performance. Their regret is for their loss of control, not for your heart. This person who's been fooling you, this is their last chance. Not with you, but with me. I've spoken to them before. I've given them mercy, but they have chosen deception again and again. Now I choose justice. And my justice always protects my own. Type Amen 555 to break the soul tie now. Type Amen 1212 if you trust me to send someone better, someone true. This message is only for you. Do not share it with them. Do not confront them with these words. Just observe, pray, watch, and move wisely. Your obedience will be your shield. Your silence will be your strength. And your peace will be your proof. You will rise. You will heal. You will love again. But not like this. Not with someone who uses you emotionally to silence your spirit. No more. I said no more. You belong to me. I will restore what they took. I will reward your tears. I will bring beauty from the betrayal. But you must let go now. This is your freedom call, your escape route, your final warning. Open your eyes. Guard your heart, and let me lead. I am God, I do not lie. I do not forget. I do not forsake. This is your message. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. Type Amen and let heaven take over now. I have watched you closely. Every word you spoke. In trust, every tear you wept in silence. You have been holding someone in your heart with a love that was never returned truthfully. I gave you a sensitive spirit, not to be manipulated, but to discern what others could not. And today, I must speak because this silence is costing you more than you know. This message is for you, not by accident, not by coincidence, but by divine appointment. The one you are thinking about right now, yes, that one. They are not who you believe them to be. You have tried to justify their absence, explain away their harshness, make excuses for their coldness. But their true intention is about to be revealed, and I need you to prepare your heart. They are fooling you emotionally, not because you are weak, but because your love is strong. And that love has become a weapon in their hands. They have learned what to say, how to say it, and when to say it to keep you trapped in a cycle. A cycle that makes you question your worth. A cycle that makes you beg for their time. A cycle that makes you hope for crumbs and call it a feast. But I am the Lord your God, and I did not create you to beg for what I freely give. You are asking for love from someone who is only feeding off your loyalty, and it's time for the exposure. This person has someone else they are speaking to, someone you don't know. And in conversations where your name should be defended, it is being diminished. In moments where you think they're busy, they're not thinking of you. They are strategizing, manipulating, calculating your responses so they can continue getting what they want. Your time, your energy, your spirit, your peace. You've asked me in the dark, God, why does it hurt so much when they go silent? Because silence is their weapon. They use it to punish, to confuse, to control. And you've called that silence a test of patience. No, my child. That silence is a warning, and I'm confirming it now. There is someone they are trying to replace you with. Someone who is unaware of how deeply they've misled you. Someone who is being shown only their highlight reel while you've suffered through their shadows. But I need you to hear this clearly. This is not your fault. Your love is not your weakness. Your hope is not your mistake. It is their deception that's poisonous, and I am pulling back the curtain now. You will see something this week. A message, a call they didn't mean for you to see. A strange coincidence, a name they slip up and mention. That will be your confirmation. Don't ignore it. Don't excuse it. That is me speaking through the cracks. You must understand that I will never allow the enemy to destroy what I've destined. This person is not your destiny. They were an assignment, a mirror, a lesson, and your lesson is complete. If you stay, it will turn into a prison of emotional games. If you leave, it will become the launch pad to a love that heals and does not harm. They are draining your joy while smiling to your face. They don't love you. They love the power you give them. And every time you forgive what they don't even apologize for, you reinforce their manipulation. But today is different. Today, I give you eyes to see. There is a moment coming within 3 days where they will ask for something from you. Time, money, comfort, a listening ear. Do not give it. That request is not love. It is another test to see if you are still under their emotional control. You must break it. Archangel Michael is standing near you. He is the warrior I've assigned to protect your heart in this season. That aching you feel in your chest, that unease, it's him tapping on your spirit, saying, "Wake up, you're being fooled." And tonight, you will dream of a conversation. Don't ignore it. That dream will show you their real face, even if their voice tries to soothe you in reality. They are planning something for their benefit, not yours. They don't worry when you cry. They don't lose sleep when you feel abandoned. They know how to come back when they sense you're getting strong again. And that's when they become gentle, apologetic, loving. But it's not real. They fear losing your loyalty, not because they love you, but because they love how useful you are. You're their emotional safety net, their spiritual blanket, their backup plan. But you are not a second option. You are my first choice. You are royalty, not a rescue mission. I placed greatness in you, and no one, especially not someone emotionally deceptive, should hold the keys to your peace. I'm going to show you a sign that cannot be denied. Something they said to someone else is going to reach your ears. It will feel like betrayal, but it is your freedom. They never expected you to find out, but I'm revealing it because your spirit is crying for clarity, and I will not let you live another day bound to confusion. Let them go. Don't chase closure. You have something greater ahead, a divine appointment. Someone who won't need to be convinced of your worth. Someone who will see your heart and call it home. I know what they said. I know they promised you things. But promises made by empty hearts are like paper and fire. They vanish quickly. Trust in my plan for you. Your healing begins now. Your freedom is at hand. Your true destiny awaits. Be strong, be courageous, for I am with you always. They don't pray for you. They don't plan a future with you. They keep you in limbo. That's not love. That's control. You will feel lonely for a while. You will miss the idea of them. But what you are missing is the hope of who they could have been, not who they actually are. They showed you the mask, not the man. The fantasy, not the fact. Tonight, close the door spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Because while you're waiting for them to change, the person who's meant for you is waiting for you to heal. I cannot bless what you refuse to release. You've cried enough. You've prayed enough. You've been patient enough. Now it's time to trust me enough to walk away. I will send you comfort. I will send you new peace. But you must take the first step. Say it out loud if you have to. I deserve better. Because you do. You were created to be loved wholly, not half-heartedly. To be pursued honestly, not played with strategically. To be respected consistently, not praised only when convenient. I saw the way they left you on read. I saw the way they responded with sarcasm when you opened your soul. I saw the way they praised you in public, then ghosted you when you needed comfort. That's not love. That's manipulation wrapped in romance. They've convinced others that they care, but I know their heart. I know their thoughts. I know their motives. And I'm telling you now, they are emotionally fooling you. They will try to contact you again once they sense your detachment. Don't fall for it this time. Don't answer. Don't revisit. Don't rewind. You're walking out of a trap that looked like love but felt like suffering. You will glow again. You will laugh without anxiety. You will love again with someone whose love won't come with conditions. But first, you must stop accepting breadcrumbs as blessings. Stop interpreting confusion as mystery. Stop allowing pain to masquerade as passion. I will give you the strength to do what your heart is too tired to admit. I will dry your tears. I will redeem the time. But don't try to fix what I'm trying to free you from. This person, their actual intention is not to build you up. Their intention is to keep you just happy enough that you never leave, but just sad enough that you never grow. Break the cycle tonight. Type Amen if you receive this message. Let heaven hear your agreement. Let the chains fall off with your confession. You don't need their attention to be valuable. You don't need their apology to be free. You need only this moment of clarity, and you have it now. Don't try to skip this. It's just for you. This person is fooling you emotionally, and their actual intention is to keep you trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment. They don't want you to flourish. They want you to remain dependent on their inconsistent affection. They've mastered the art of giving you just enough to keep you hanging on, but never enough to truly satisfy your heart. They feed you crumbs of attention, morsels of affection, always leaving you hungry for more. This isn't love. It's a calculated game of emotional manipulation. Their words may sound sweet, but their actions speak louder. They promise you the world when they're with you, but disappear when you need them most. They make grand gestures in public, painting themselves as the perfect partner, but behind closed doors, they're cold, distant, and unresponsive. You've been holding on to the potential of what could be, rather than accepting the reality of what is. You've been making excuses for their behavior, convincing yourself that if you just love them harder, wait a little longer, or understand them better, they'll finally become the person you need them to be. But listen closely, they won't change. Not because they can't, but because they don't want to. They're comfortable with this dynamic. It serves them. It gives them power. It allows them to have you at their beck and call without having to commit or give of themselves fully. Their intention is to keep you in a state of emotional limbo. They want you to feel just secure enough to stay, but insecure enough to constantly seek their approval. They thrive on your uncertainty, your desperation for their love. It feeds their ego and gives them a sense of control. They don't want you to grow, to become stronger, to realize your worth. Because if you did, you might leave. You might see through their facade and recognize the emptiness behind their promises. so they keep you off balance, alternating between affection and indifference, praise and criticism. This person isn't investing in your future together. They're not praying for your well-being or planning a life with you. They're simply using you to fill a void in their own life, to boost their self-esteem, or to avoid being alone. But you deserve more than to be someone's placeholder or emotional crutch. You were created for a love that's steady, consistent, and nurturing. A love that encourages your growth, celebrates your successes, and supports you through your struggles. A love that doesn't leave you questioning your worth or wondering where you stand. It's time to break free from this emotional trap. It's time to stop interpreting their breadcrumbs as feasts, their silence as mystery, their absence as depth. It's time to recognize that true love doesn't leave you feeling constantly anxious, insecure, or unfulfilled. You have the power to walk away. You have the strength to choose yourself, to prioritize your peace, to demand the respect and love you deserve. It won't be easy. You'll miss them. You'll be tempted to go back, to give it one more try. But remember, what you're missing isn't them. It's the idea of them, the potential you saw in them. Trust that by letting go, you're making space for something better. Someone who will love you wholly, pursue you honestly, and respect you consistently. Someone who won't play games with your heart or leave you guessing about their feelings. Tonight, make the decision to close this chapter. Shut the door on their manipulation and open yourself to the possibility of genuine love. It's out there waiting for you, but first, you need to heal. You need to rediscover your worth, rebuild your confidence, and remember who you are without them. I promise you, the loneliness you feel now is temporary. The pain will subside, and in its place, you'll find a newfound strength, a deeper self-love, and eventually, a relationship that doesn't require you to compromise your dignity or peace of mind. You are valuable. You are worthy. You are deserving of a love that doesn't come with conditions or strings attached. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Don't let their emotional foolery keep you trapped in a cycle of false hope and real disappointment. Take this moment of clarity and run with it. Use it as fuel to propel you forward, away from their toxic influence and towards a brighter, healthier future. You have everything you need within you to make this change. Trust yourself. Trust the process. Trust that something better is on the horizon. Remember, you don't need their validation to be whole. You don't need their attention to be worthy. You are complete, valuable, and lovable just as you are. It's time to reclaim your power, your peace, and your potential. It's time to choose. You. They don't pray for you. They don't plan a future with you. They keep you in limbo. That's not love. That's control. You will feel lonely for a while. You will miss the idea of them. But what you're missing is the hope of who they could have been, not who they actually are. They showed you the mask, not the man. The fantasy, not the fact. Tonight, close the door spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Because while you're waiting for them to change, the person who's meant for you is waiting for you to heal. I cannot bless what you refuse to release. You've cried enough. You've prayed enough. You've been patient enough. Now it's time to trust me enough to walk away. I will send you comfort. I will send you new peace. But you must take the first step. Say it out loud if you have to. I deserve better, because you do. You were created to be loved wholly, not half-heartedly. To be pursued honestly, not played with strategically. To be respected consistently, not praised only when convenient. I saw the way they left you on read. I saw the way they responded with sarcasm when you opened your soul. I saw the way they praised you in public, then ghosted you when you needed comfort. That's not love. That's manipulation wrapped in romance. They've convinced others that they care, but I know their heart. I know their thoughts. I know their motives. And I'm telling you now, they are emotionally fooling you. They will try to contact you again once they sense your detachment. Don't fall for it this time. Don't answer. Don't revisit. Don't rewind. You're walking out of a trap that looked like love but felt like suffering. You will glow again. You will laugh without anxiety. You will love again with someone whose love won't come with conditions. But first, you must stop accepting breadcrumbs as blessings. Stop interpreting confusion as mystery. Stop allowing pain to masquerade as passion. I will give you the strength to do what your heart is too tired to admit. I will dry your tears. I will redeem the time. But don't try to fix what I'm trying to free you from. This person, their actual intention is not to build you up. Their intention is to keep you just happy enough that you never leave, but just sad enough that you never grow. Break this cycle tonight. Type Amen if you receive this message. Let heaven hear your agreement. Let the chains fall off with your confession. You don't need their attention to be valuable. You don't need their apology to be free. You need only this moment of clarity, and you have it now. Don't try to skip this. It's just for you. This person is fooling you emotionally, and their actual intention is to keep you trapped in a cycle of hope and disappointment. They don't want you to flourish. They want you to remain dependent on their inconsistent affection. They've mastered the art of giving you just enough to keep you hanging on, but never enough to truly satisfy your heart. They feed you crumbs of attention, morsels of affection, always leaving you hungry for more. This isn't love. It's emotional starvation disguised as care. Their words may sound sweet, but their actions speak louder. They promise you the world when you're about to leave, only to retreat into silence once you've decided to stay. This roller coaster of emotions isn't passion. It's manipulation designed to keep you off balance and under their control. You've been holding on to the potential of what could be, ignoring the reality of what is. You've been painting their flaws with the brush of your own hopes, coloring their indifference with the hues of your own devotion. It's time to see the canvas for what it truly is, a masterpiece of deception. Their intention isn't to see you bloom. It's to keep you as a bud, always on the verge of blossoming but never quite there. They fear your growth because they know that once you realize your worth, you'll see through their facade. They don't want a partner. They want an admirer, someone to stroke their ego without demanding reciprocity. Every time you've opened your heart, they've responded with indifference. Every time you've reached out, they've pulled away. They've made you feel like you're too much and not enough all at once. This contradiction isn't love. It's a carefully crafted illusion designed to keep you questioning yourself. Instead of questioning them, they don't pray for your success. They pray for your continued dependence on them. They don't plan a future with you. They plan how to keep you in their present without committing to tomorrow. They don't cherish your growth. They cherish your stagnation because it serves their purpose. Your tears, your sleepless nights, your constant anxiety. These are not the hallmarks of a healthy relationship. These are the symptoms of emotional abuse, of love twisted into a tool of control. You've been made to feel that your worth is tied to their approval, that your happiness hinges on their fleeting attention. But listen closely. Your value isn't determined by their validation. Your beauty isn't enhanced by their compliments. Your Strength isn't measured by your ability to endure their indifference. You are whole, complete, and worthy of love, real love. With or without them. It's time to reclaim your power. It's time to remember who you were before they made you doubt yourself. It's time to recognize that the love you've been chasing is a mirage, always seeming close but never within reach. Real love doesn't deplete you, it replenishes you. Real love doesn't confuse you, it clarifies your path. Tonight, as you read these words, feel the truth resonating in your soul. Feel the chains of false hope loosening. Feel the weight of unmet expectations lifting from your shoulders. You don't need to wait for them to change. You don't need to prove your worth to someone who can't see it. Take a deep breath and repeat after me. I release myself from the prison of their inconsistency. I free myself from the burden of their half-hearted love. I deserve wholeness, not fragments. I deserve certainty, not constant doubt. Your heart may ache for a while. You may feel the emptiness where their presence used to be. But this emptiness is fertile ground for new beginnings. This pain is the breaking of a shell that encloses your understanding. Soon, you'll feel the lightness of freedom, the joy of self-discovery, the peace of self-acceptance. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the comfort of familiarity keep you in a place of pain. Your future self is cheering you on, urging you to take this step towards healing. The universe is conspiring to bring you true love, but first, you must create space for it by letting go of what's holding you back. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. Every step you take towards self-love and respect is supported by the unseen forces of the universe. Every tear you shed is watering the seeds of your future happiness. Every moment of courage is building the foundation for the love you truly deserve. So tonight, make a promise to yourself. Promise that you'll no longer settle for less than you deserve. Promise that you'll guard your heart against those who don't. Treasure it. Promise that you'll be patient with yourself as you heal, as you learn to trust again, as you open yourself to the possibility of real, unconditional love. This is your moment of liberation. This is your declaration of independence from emotional manipulation. This is your first step on the path to true love. Love that uplifts, love that supports, love that celebrates your growth instead of stifling it. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe, and more loved than you can imagine. Walk away from the shadows of what could have been and step into the light of what will be. Your heart is resilient. Your spirit is unbreakable. And your capacity for love is infinite. Trust in the journey ahead. Trust that letting go is not the end, but a beautiful beginning. Trust that you are being guided towards something far greater than what you're leaving behind. The best chapters of your life are yet to be written, and they start with this moment of clarity and courage. You are worthy of a love that doesn't hurt, a love that doesn't hide, a love that doesn't make you question your worth. That love exists, and it's waiting for you. But first, you must make room for it by releasing what no longer serves you. Take that step. Your future self will thank you for it.